are from Savor Patisserie. They are handmade French delicacies made in Dallas, Texas by Miss Kelly Watts and her team since 2015. True French meringues. We're getting 100 of them, 50 of the red, white, and blue vanilla flavor, and 50 of the summer lemon. First day presented at this feature price, 3 easy payments of $8.99. Look at how beautifully they come packaged in these cylinders of 1.5 ounces in each. So get them home for yourself. It is a great gift as well because they really are special. These are French meringues. And now I do want to bring in, because I want to bring in the expert, Kelly Watts is with me. Kelly, how are you? Welcome.
Hi, Rosina. Nice to meet you. Glad to be
too.
here.
Thank you. Okay, so I want you to tell me the story behind this because it's a beautiful family story of the recipe and your love for these meringues.
Yeah, exactly right. So I'm actually half French. My mom was born and spent some of her life living in France, but I was born and raised in Texas. Went to school here, and then I went off to New York City after college to work. I thought I was going to be a fashion designer. My schooling background is in design. While I was living in New York City, I discovered French macarons for the very first time. And when I moved back to Texas years later, I couldn't find them anywhere. So I decided I'm half French. I guess I'll just teach myself how to make them. Baking to me has always been something that I love to do. My paternal grandmother, actually, she was one of those Southern Texas women that made 3 meals a day from scratch. And I really got to see her show this love and passion for cooking and baking. And so that's something that I've always really enjoyed. So I taught myself how to make macarons to start. And that has evolved over the years to include other products, including our French meringues that we've brought you today.
And you are still based out of Dallas, Texas.
Correct. I'm coming from you live today from my first store. We have several locations, but this is the original store location in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so let's get into the recipe. What is a meringue for some of us that have never had it?
Yeah, so a meringue is a French dessert. So it's a very simple dessert, actually. You know, that's kind of how all of the French desserts are. Very simple ingredients, but the process can be complicated, and it actually makes them a notoriously difficult thing to make. So meringues are made with just egg whites and sugar. That's it. So you take your egg whites, you whip those up into a nice foam, add some granulated sugar. That turns it into this beautiful white fluffy meringue, and then you've got to whip that to just the right point so that you get a shiny, stiff peak. That goes into a piping bag, and then each one of the little meringues are piped by hand. So myself and my team of women here in Dallas pipe each one of these by hand. So you'll notice every single one is a little bit different. It's a little bit different in shape, a little bit different in design, and that's because they're made by us, not by a machine.
Oh, cool.
So you really are getting that love and care in each and every single one.
Wow. So, you know, Kelly, my director, Dom, just let me know that he has been to your store, to one of the stores over there in Texas, and he's had the macarons, which I know it is what you are known for. But he hasn't tried these, but now he's looking into maybe picking these up because we know that meringues are a delicacy, something really, really special that you don't find in any corner.
Yep, exactly right. Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool that he's been to the shop. So, yeah, you know, it started with macarons, but meringues are really the first half of the macaron baking process. So this is something that we were already doing on a daily basis, but instead of adding in the almond flour and the additional sugar, we just stop with that beautiful white fluffy meringue and pipe that out, and then that bakes. And you know, meringues are fun because you can really go crazy with the colors and the flavors. Like, for example, our red, white, and blue vanilla, we paint each of the piping bags with stripes of red and blue food color that creates this really beautiful swirl. So again, each one is going to look a little bit different than the next, and it really gives them a nice artistic quality. Now, our lemon, we use fresh lemon extract in that one. So that's the one, when you get these home and you open this cylinder of the lemon meringues, you're going to smell that refreshing, bright, zesty lemon smell the second you open this. And what's great about these is that you can just hang on to them until you need them. No need to refrigerate, no need to freeze. These are shelf stable. So you can keep these until you need a gift for someone. You can serve them at your next party. They'll be great at a barbecue. They're not going to melt outside. So it's a really good summer dessert option.
And very light, right? Light, airy, crispy, nothing too heavy. So you're going to get a nice sweetness, but it's not a heavy dessert in general, right? So that makes them really special too.
Right. Yeah, exactly right. It's, especially during the summer, I think people get really a lot more mindful about what they're eating. They want lighter foods. And this is a great way to get that sweet bite at the end of the meal without, having to consume an entire slice of cheesecake or a frosted cupcake. It's a lower calorie commitment, and it's just a light in texture bite of something sweet at the end of the day.
And beautifully packaged, Kelly. I'm seeing the photo, but I see them in your hand, those cylinders. So pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. So as I mentioned at the top, my background is actually in design. So for me, the design of the product, the packaging, and then obviously of the treat itself is just as important to me as the flavor is. So we like to say everything has to be equally beautiful and delicious. I want it to taste good, of course. That is the most important thing. But I also care deeply that it looks pretty too. And I want each of the products that we sell to be something that you could give to a friend, a colleague, a coworker, a family member, and you could feel special. You could feel like this is something you could be proud to gift as well.
Yeah.
So it's got to be pretty too.
Tell me about the vanilla flavor meringue.
So the vanilla is made with Mexican vanilla. So we're here in Texas, so we like to use Mexican vanilla, which is different than a lot of other bakeries that use, Madagascar vanilla or Tahitian vanilla. So it adds a little element of kind of a warm richness. So it's not a floral vanilla. Sometimes people think it tastes more like a butterscotch, but it's a warm, rich vanilla flavor. And these are ones that kids and adults both are going to love. So I have nieces and nephews, and if I put these out near them, we have to physically stop them from just like eating them all like popcorn. We're like, okay, calm yourself down, not too much sugar. But kids will go crazy for these, especially with that pretty color swirl in the vanilla.
Absolutely. And, right now, because we are in the middle of the summer and this is, Americana time for us. But then they're just beautiful. If you have them in your pantry for even into holiday season, they're just pretty. And to have the difference of the vanilla flavor, which is obviously much more mild, and then have that unique, I feel like, very exotic lemon flavor. It's a nice option.
Right. Yeah, exactly right. And another fun thing that you can do with these, in addition to just eating them as they are, you can use them to decorate other desserts. So if you're the person who is baking a cake that you're going to bring to the party this weekend, but you're not exactly sure how to decorate it, you can make the cake, but then you're kind of like, I don't know what to do after that. Just grab these meringues and just place them on the top of the cake. How pretty is that? It adds a little bit of color, a little extra crunch and texture to whatever it is. You put these on a cheesecake. You could add them to the top of your fruit platter as just a little bit of decoration. So there are a lot of additional options besides just eating them, as they are. Lots of different things to do.
Yeah, so pretty. And then again, be proud to give these to anyone and, say they're from the famous Savor Patisserie in Texas. That's really, really cool. And again, with your French background, how much better can we get? So you don't have any choice to make. You're getting 2 cylinders of the red, white, and blue, the vanilla, and we're getting 2 cylinders of that delicious lemon flavor. 100 meringues in total. 4 cylinders right there. 3 easy payments of $8.99. The first day presented at this feature price. Kelly, it was wonderful to work with you. I hope to see you soon again.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Thank you.